clipping on the television in which they showed me saying that every Muslim should be a terrorist. They have done recently in the past few days. They have done it earlier many a times in India and other parts of the world. Whenever anyone wants to malign me, they show this clipping. But to give you the fact, this clipping, yes, it is me saying it, but it is out of context. To do the full context, I have said a few times in some of my speeches that on the topic of terrorism, that what is the meaning of the word terrorist? And I go on to say that a terrorist is a person who terrorizes someone. And I give the example that if a robber sees a policeman, he's terrified. So for the robber, the policeman is a terrorist. And this I picked up from one of the articles in Times of India that Inspector Angre is a terrorist to the underworld. From there I got this, and I said in my speech that for the robber, the policeman is a terrorist. In this context, every Muslim should be a terrorist to the antisocial element. Whenever a robber, whenever a rapist, whenever a criminal sees a Muslim, he should be terrified. And every Muslim should be a terrorist to the antisocial element.
Today Muslims, they're labeled as terrorists. The basic and simple definition of terrorist is a person who causes terror. For example, if a criminal sees a policeman, he's terrified. So for the criminal, the policeman is a terrorist. In this context, I say that every Muslim should be a terrorist. Whenever any criminal sees a Muslim, he should be terrified. Whenever any rapist sees a Muslim, he should be terrified. Whenever any robber sees a Muslim, he should be terrified. Whenever any antisocial element sees a Muslim, he should be terrified.
But I went on further to say that commonly, the word terrorist means a person who terrorizes an innocent human being. In this context, no Muslim should ever be a terrorist. The media picks up that statement, doesn't speak what I said earlier or afterwards, only pick up the statement of me saying every Muslim should be a terrorist, and they malign me.
That every Muslim should be a terrorist.
Even some of the newspapers, they gave the earlier context, but did not give in the ending where I said that commonly a terrorist means a person who terrorizes an innocent human being. And in this context, no Muslim should be a terrorist.
I know that commonly the word terrorist means terrorizing innocent human beings. In this context, no Muslim should ever terrorize any innocent human being. It is prohibited in Islam.
If they give the full context, no one in the wildest dream will ever think that I am promoting terrorism. This is what they do. They quote out of context and they malign me to get a better mileage. That is the reason. Never believe in the media whatever they say. Always check out, as the Quran says in Surah Hujurat, chapter 49, verse number 6. When you get information, check it up before you pass it on to the second person. Islam condemns all acts of terrorism. Islam condemns the killing of innocent human beings. This is Dr. Zakir Naik from the holy city of Mecca on the 1st of Shawwal, wishing all of you a very happy and prosperous Eid.